just trying to knock you on your face. Come on. Don't go wrong. Don't go wrong. Don't go wrong.
Hi everybody, my name is Jinkx Monsoon and I'm here with two of my best friends, Paula Deen and Rachael Ray.
Oh.
I guess we can really discuss it.
Hey y'all, Paula Deen here. Jinkx, we have a question that I know America has been wanting to know. Do you like your toast buttered on top or the bottom?
I like it buttered on both ends, actually.
So do I, so do I.
I'm very versatile when it comes to toast.
In my kitchen, we toast at least 3 or 4 pieces of bread a day. Rachael, what do you got for Jinkx?
Well, I picked you up today from the airport, but Rachael wasn't there. It was the other, you know. I don't know what her name. It was Ray. Yeah. Anyways, so you told us at the airport today that Jinkx. We all know Jinkx. She's a little. Yeah. Right, Paula.
Right.
Yeah. But she has been on an airplane now for 2 days. She has just been busy. She hasn't even slept in a bed. And she is just blowing up with this RuPaul thing. How do you love the RuPaul fame and everything else besides your sleep schedule?
I absolutely love every moment of it, because when you're living your dream, you can't really complain about the drudge of it. Even the stuff that's hard to manage is worth it because, I do my favorite thing in the whole wide world every single day. Dress up like my mom and do cheap impressions of her.
Good time. If you were ever asked to do it all over again, would you do it?
Yeah, I often say it's kind of a catch-22 because I'd love to redo RuPaul's Drag Race knowing what I know now, but I never would have learned what I know now had I not, done RuPaul's Drag Race the way I did it, so I wouldn't change a moment of it. I would be too afraid the outcome would be different.
Well, you look great.
Thank you.
Paula.
Have you ever tried any of my cookies?
I haven't had any of your cookies, I haven't had any of your cookies yet, Paula,
No.
but, there's one ingredient you can always put in cookies that will make a Seattle girl like them no matter what they taste like.
And what would that be?
Oh, it's something herbal that's legal in Washington, but maybe not here, so we won't talk about it.
Well, that's good, but I have a question. Have you ever tasted Ivy's cookies?
Well, no. I came close once, but then she got eliminated, so.
Well, honey, that happens. We'll just call it you got diabetes, okay? Because that's what I did. I do have a very serious question, y'all. You started drag at 16. Can you tell me what kind of trials and tribulations you went through?
I actually started drag at about 15. I started my first time dressing up as a woman and performing for an audience was actually in a ballet, and so I kind of learned how to do drag makeup from ballerinas. It's very different, So for a long time, I think my makeup wasn't really draggy. It was like a little boy who wanted to be a ballerina inspired, but. So I went through many, many phases of my drag. I started out only doing kind of like white face, and I would pretend to be a wind-up doll. And then the first time I ever hosted a show, I just got up there and started doing impressions of my mom, and the audience got a kick out of it. And so I've kind of throughout the years, Jinkx Monsoon has kind of found her footing. And nowadays, I feel like I've truly honed in on who Jinkx Monsoon is.
Wonderful, y'all. Rachael?
Oh my God, thank you, Paula. I hate that. You make me laugh so bad. Really? Well, have you seen Ray? She looks like fucking Paul. Shut up, Vernon.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
The man behind the curtain. Oz, is that you? Oz, the great and powerful Oz is behind the curtain right now. Well, Okay, your first time in Ohio was this past, well, actually 2 days ago. You were at Dayton Pride. How did Ohio treat you in Dayton? Was Dayton good to you? Dayton. Was Dayton good to you?
Dayton was great to me. No, I had a lot of fun. It's all a blur. You know, people ask me how I enjoy these cities that I'm in, and I can tell you what my hotel was like, and I can tell you what backstage of the venue was like. But I really know nothing about Ohio, so I'm going to need you two to, like, show me around.
Well, welcome to Akron, honey. Do you like to drink? Sorry. Oh, you're going to leave here not remembering what your name is.
Well, that's why I hired an assistant. He kind of just operates me like a marionette through the airport, so
That's
I'm not even
sickening.
awake for most of it.
So here, I don't know how much you're allowed to talk about the show or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I really have a question, like serious question, because me and Roxxxy are like really good friends. Actually, I'm her sister. Have you guys squashed it all, and do you love Roxxxy now, or are you still you BFFs yet?
Yeah, we've been, we were really close even through the filming. Like when the cameras are on and we're in competition mode, the claws are out and we're ready to, fight for our passion, But behind the scenes, Roxxxy and I have always gotten along with each other. We're just very passionate about the kind of drag that we do, and we like defending it, but that doesn't mean we don't have a mutual respect for one another's drag,
Great. Yes, because everybody thought Roxxxy was such a bitch, but
No, I think I think people took it way, way, way too far with the backlash to some of, Roxxxy's a pageant girl.
Yes.
And even though I don't do very many pageants, and I haven't done pageants for a long time, I know what the pageant scene is like, and I know how cutthroat. And so anyone who thinks that Roxxxy was being a bully, Roxxxy was holding back.
Oh, trust me.
And I know drag queens. I mean, we are. I don't know. It's just like, it's drag. If you're not a drag queen, you don't get it. You should just watch the show and enjoy it for what it is and leave it at that, And there's a lot of people out there who think that watching RuPaul's Drag Race makes them an expert on drag. But it makes them an expert on RuPaul's Drag Race, which is a specific way of doing drag,
That's a great answer. Who was your favorite judge?
Guest judges, I think my favorite guest judge was Juliette Lewis. Have you seen The Other Sister? She's fantastic in that.
I haven't. I haven't.
It's quite a movie.
I haven't. And I just want to say you were the best little Edie ever.
Oh, thank you.
You should make us some
You
pate.
look absolutely terrific, honestly. Mother wanted me to come out in a kimono, so we had quite a fight. I can tell everyone, for the Absolute Tour, if you're able to catch the Absolute Tour while us girls, tromp around the country, I actually am doing a whole Little Edie set only for the Absolute Tour. I had a new costume made. It's fabulous. It's going to be beautiful. So if you're able to, if the Absolute Tour is coming to a city near you, crawl out of bed and make it out there.
It was fabulous. Best snatch game ever. Hands down. It was sickening. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Do you have any more questions?
I do. A lot of girls here in the Akron area are wanting to try out for the RuPaul Drag Race. What kind of tips or inspiration you might give to them?
I think the number one tip I could give to any drag queen, because who am I to say, anything about drag? I do a very specific kind of drag, so I would never venture to give other people tips, because it's all about finding your own way. Oh, I'm sorry, I scratched your boob.
We have a kai up in here.
I think it's all about finding your own style. So my number one tip to anyone is tenacity. If you have something you like to do and that's what you're passionate about, take it as far as you possibly can. Because I don't think it's about doing, the right kind of drag versus the wrong kind of drag. It's about doing your drag to 100%. And that's what I truly learned. That was the most valuable thing I learned on the race, is to just take Jinkx Monsoon to 100% no matter what.
I would have to agree with that, because in this community, my kind of drag is an impersonation of a 65-year-old Southern chef, and everyone loves it, and, well, we kind of rooted for you. Okay. I do have one more, maybe two more questions for you. Water off a duck's back. I mean, the only kind of duck I see is the kind that I eat. So where did you come up with that?
Well, it's an old school phrase, and it's because ducks bob around in the water and they dump, but ducks are very. Oh, this is so stupid, but ducks are really oily, so water just kind of slicks off of them. So the phrase means, don't let negative comments and harsh criticisms weigh you down. Take them in, take what you can learn from them, and then let the negativity wash away. So, being an artist, you have to be able to accept critique, but you can't let the critiques stop you. You have to take the good aspects of them and then let go of the negative aspects of them. So water off a duck's back is a phrase that me and my drag sister, Robbie Turner, always say to each other because we're both very campy, comedy-based drag queens. She's the foremost Liza Minnelli impersonator in the Northwest. And the two of us get a lot of criticisms from the glamour body queens who think that, camp drag is yesterday's drag. But, I think all kind of drag is today's drag. There's a place for everything, and there's an audience for everyone. So there's no such thing as a dying drag form because, it's all wonderful. It's all drag. It's all drag.
Fabulous. What kind of preparation have you done for Velma Von Tussle?
Oh, well, I studied Roxxxy. No, I'm just... no, I'm going to be playing Velma Von Tussle this summer in the concert version of Hairspray. And I really love Michelle Pfeiffer's take on it because she's very, it's kind of subtle and it's just very laser guided and pointed and just very, that rich bitch mentality. And I want to bring an aspect of that to mine, but also bring that just that. You know how Disney villains are kind of just wonderfully, deliciously evil?
I do Ursula,
I can imagine it.
I came for your voice.
So that's what I just did is kind of what I want to bring to Velma is that just that air of have a little old school Hollywood glamour to it, but also just that inflated sense of rich bitch egotism. That's what my Velma Von Tussle is going to be like.
Fabulous, honey. So if anyone wants to contact you or get your merchandise or anything like that, do you have a website, a Twitter, or a Facebook?
Well, I'm on Twitter at Jinkx Monsoon. I'm on Facebook, just Jinkx Monsoon, the fan page. And then my website is just www.jinxmonsoon.com. And you can get merchandise. You can contact me, my agent, or my publicist. And you can find all kinds of videos and photo galleries on there and stuff. So if there's any questions, I have an answer. Just check out jinxmonsoon.com.
Fabulous. I'd like to thank you all for joining us in a Rachael Ray Paula Deen sandwich with Jinkx Monsoon. We can call it Monsoon Gone Wild Deen style, y'all.
Just need a little butter.
Oh, honey, I love that butter. It's what gave me the diabetes.
Thanks very much for watching Vision Video Productions video of myself, Ashley Andrews, Miss Karina Walker, and ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest tonight here in Akron, Ohio, Jinkx Monsoon. You're fabulous, darling. We got to get ready for the show. We'll see y'all.